gonna be wild, man, wild.
Leisle here. Hi. I'm Lewis, and this is Chaos TV. This is a bunch of volunteer people getting involved for your benefit at home, and what a benefit it is.
Oh, it's fabulous.
Oh, fabulous is the word.
Fabulous.
Oh, is it? It's not beautiful anymore. It's fabulous.
No, fabulous this evening, and that's courtesy of Kim. The gorgeous Kim, that's her favourite word, so tonight everything is fabulous.
Fabulous. Right, okay. On tonight's show, we've got a number of performances, interviews, etc., etc. To name a few, we've got a band called Scent. We've got... and we've got sports with Ben and Carli.
Yeah.
We've got... what else we got? Oh, we've got so much stuff.
Film forum with
Film
Colin.
forum with Colin, that's right. Good one, good call. Yeah. I'll be doing a segment that we call Panel Beaters.
Very interesting, yes.
I should get a spanner out when I say that.
Yeah, working man.
What else we got? We got What's On with Philippe.
We do.
Philippe. And Kim's going to be jumping on with Philippe tonight as well for that one.
Ooh.
So yeah, that should be good. And we've just done the intro with you and me, so that would mean that the band's coming up.
That'll be on next, and that'll be fabulous.
Did you want to say anything about how was your week or anything like that?
Oh no, I had a fabulous week. Yeah, I reckon everything was pretty fabulous. We could mention our special guest.
We could.
We do have a very special guest tonight.
Well,
from the fact, it'll be gorgeous. No?
Would you call him special?
Well, he looks pretty special from here. I don't know about up close. I can't.
Hey, settle down.
Up close. No.
Tony Squires.
Yes. And I've got to say,
Lewis Williams.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
The Shannon Hotel.
Come on.
The Shannon Hotel and Bistro.
Shannon Hotel.
Must go down there. They're
These
our
are
sponsors. And they are fabulous.
Fabulous.
Absolutely.
And they're located on the corner of Myrtle and Abercrombie Street, and they've got a pool, which is usually what most pubs have. They serve beer and other alcoholic beverages, much like any other pub, really.
And they've got dinner. They've got T-bone steaks and Maryland of chicken.
T-bone steak. Have they got T-bone steak?
Not
rump, but T-bone steak.
But Maryland of chicken. Now this is really interesting because Tony Squires told me this. A Maryland of chicken is actually the leg and the thigh. I didn't know that, but I think it's fabulous. So anyway, they have that, and it's for only $6.50 or $8.50, but you get a free schooner or a glass of wine if you're so inclined. So for all you alcoholics,
Shannon Hotel. Lois Williams.
Yeah. Thanks very much.
Nothing. That's crossed now to the band. Maybe they've woken up now. Centre!
Thank you very much. We're Sent, and our first song is called Open Your Mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. If there's one thing that I surf troubled waters. If you're pushing back the boundaries of life, it's easier to look deep inside. Personal potential is what it's about. You get your turn to scream and shout. You have got to open up your mind. You won't believe the wonders that you find. Open up your mind to all that you find. Time to leave your fears behind. Open up your mind. Open up your mind. Time to leave your fears behind. Open up your mind.
Open up your mind.
Open up your mind. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. This next song is for the plight of people everywhere in the world today.
And it's called After the War. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. After the war, when loss has been counted, who will be responsible for the victim and the dead? After the burning, after the killing, blood wasted needlessly, was it all worthwhile? No, I doubt it. Eager heroes on both sides display double standard. Is this kind of weakness why we must kill? When the war is over, who would heal the scars, the wound and guilt we face after the war? When the war is over, who would heal the scars, the guilt we face after the war? After this war, when I'm not around, they will be responsible for themselves like we did. After the burning, and after the killing, still can't justify that people are sent to the graves. Heroes died with honor and lest be forgotten. Living legend face the guilt, hide the scars. When the war is over, none will ever win. Both will lose and the weakness remains after the war. When the war is over, none will ever win. The weakness remains after the war. After the war, fallen heroes died with honor and lest be forgotten. Living legend face the guilt, hide the scars. When the war is over, none would ever win. Both will lose and the weakness remains after the war. When the war is over, none will ever win. The weakness remains after the war. After the war.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That was Scent. And remember, if you're an acoustic band and you would like to come on and play on CTV1, like Scent have, you can call us on 9698 2968, and you too could be performing on CTV1. And again, big round of applause for Scent.
Thank you.
Now, guys, I know that song was that song has a pretty special meaning. You were telling me before it's about refugees, and you'd really like to.
It's all about what happens after the war, really. It's very important that we look after what happens after the war.
Well, it's no good to have war, really.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And you mentioned to me earlier that you're actually looking at you want to release a song and make a video. And
Yeah, it's.
you'd like someone to make the video for you. So
Yeah, we need anyone that knows about how to make videos. We want a video clip for that song, so we've even got the location. So there you go.
And also a drummer.
we need a drummer.
And have you got any gigs coming up that you'd like to let us know about?
None that the public can come to. No, we've got a few private gigs.
Okay,
coming
weddings, parties, anything,
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So have you got a CD or anything
Yep,
like
we've
that?
got
You got a
CD
CD
out.
available? Yep. Where can people get that?
up. Email mpcook001@hotmail.com, and there it is. You'll get the CD.
Excellent. All right. Well, we just want to really say thank you very much for
Thank you for
coming
hearing
in, and we've enjoyed and keeping us entertained. And keep in touch and let us know if there's anything and when you've got any gigs. And
Cool.
we look forward to seeing it when that video is made. We want it to debut here on Chaos.
We'd love to. We'd love to.
All right. Thanks
Thank you very
again
much.
to Scent.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Remember again, that number if you want to be on CTV1 is 9698 2968. We're always looking for wonderful acoustic bands, so please give us a call. Now here's the wonderful Colin, or should I say the fabulous Colin, with Film Forum.
Well, it looks like we're in for a fabulous night tonight. You know, the main word tonight is fabulous. And I went to see Star Wars. So I finally got around to talking about it again for the second time today. And, well, to be very honest, it doesn't hold up as well on the second viewing. But anyway, it's still a magic film. And as most people know, I've been stuck with Star Wars since 1977. I was there at the Hoyt Centre when it first opened, and nobody really realised how big a thing it was going to be. This episode 2 is, of course, filmed out at the Fox Studios, some of it anyway, and we have Ewan McGregor playing Obi-Wan Kenobi, which was in the first one played by Alec Guinness, and dear sweet Alec Guinness has gone to that great stage in the sky, and he was what you would have to say was a fabulous actor. Anyway, of course, this comes in after episode 1, which was a pretty big flop, and this stands up to some of the earlier, well, when I say earlier, of course, we realise that these were the early part of the story, these last two. And we've got a third one coming up in 2 years' time, so something to look forward to. But this has got little touches of things like Gladiator and famous chase films. Natalie Portman's in it again as well. She was a princess in the last one, and now she's a senator, and she's been sent. She's been put into the position where somebody's trying to knock her off. Terrible killer. That's a better word for it. Though I'm sure there would be a lot of people out there who would like to do the other. We've got Hayden Christian as playing Anakin Skywalker, who was the father of Luke Skywalker, and I had the great pleasure years ago of meeting the guy that originally played Skywalker. And I had to deal with the premiere of the second of the other films up in Queensland, and I had to go up and train staff, and who should be there but him. Anyway, we get on to there's some great Australian actors in this, though Jack Thompson has a problem with his accent. It doesn't seem to gel with the rest of the cast, of course, but we've also got an actor that has been around for a long time here in Australia, and that's Ronald Falk. Ronald Falk's been in that many shows. It's unbelievable the work the man gets. You wouldn't recognise him in this film because he's got a lot of makeup on and he's playing one of the creatures. Anthony Daniels, of course, is back as C-3PO, and Anthony Daniels is one of the sweetest guys you could ever get to meet. I had the opportunity of meeting him while he was out here filming this, and he came into work, and he was just one of the nicest guys going. There was a whole crowd of people that suddenly realised who he was, and it didn't faze him. He stood there and signed autographs for them and so forth. So that's great to see somebody like that. Where again, I dealt with Christopher Lee, who's also in this film as one of the evil characters. Christopher Lee's getting a lot of work. He's quite an old man now, unfortunately. And I can remember when he did all the Dracula films, and he came out here to do a film. Oh golly, a flop it was. It had Alan Arkin in. I can't remember the name of it. That's how good it was. And he came into work, and he wanted, because this was at that point the centre was the largest cinema complex in the world. It's no longer that, but he wanted to go for a tour through the buyer box upstairs, the projection box, and he was really down to earth sort of guy. Quite frightening actually to meet when you think of all the different characters he's played. He's never played a really nice character. He's always been either Dracula or Frankenstein, or I remember the first thing I saw him in, he was in the Tale of Two Cities with Dirk Bogarde a long time ago, and he's always played those evil sort of characters. Anyway, I do suggest that you do go and see it. The script is not that crash hot, but most of them aren't these days. The film's got to have a love story in it, and the love story's a bit trite. But still, there's a lot of people out there that are real Star Wars fanatics. I was to begin with, but that was because of dealing with it years ago when they didn't really think it was going to be so big. As I said last week, the business to it was unbelievable. But that business has dropped off now. So if you want to catch it, go to an early morning session where the first screenings are at 9:30 in the mornings. And this last week we've been lucky enough to get 4 or 5 people to those screenings. So that's, if you've been putting it off because you've realised or heard that it's so hard to get into, those are the sessions to go for. And anyway, go off, enjoy it, and have a fabulous week. I'll put it over to our interview. Don't forget, fabulous.
Thanks, Colin. Thanks for another episode of Film Forum. Now, Tony Squires couldn't have been an Australian sporting superstar, but instead decided to pursue a career in the media industry. He's a seasoned newspaper journalist and a closet St George fan. Tony's face can be seen every Monday night on The Fat, and since Chaos has got a bit of a field trip going to be part of the studio audience for The Fat in ABC TV studios on Monday, decided to invite Mr Tony Squires here for a bit of a chat. So can we please welcome Tony Squires to Chaos. Closet.
Thank you. Fabulous.
Bit of a...
not as fabulous as the Chicken Maryland at the Shannon Hotel.
I've
had a few Marylands in my time, but I tell you, they just put a little bit of garlic under the skin, crispy it up. To die for.
We'll be there later. Nice one. So Tony, for those of us who haven't had the pleasure of watching The Fat, what is it exactly that you chew at The Fat?
Well, it's sort of sport, but it's looking at sport, the theatre of sport. It's basically the same conversation that you have in a pub, the Shannon, for example. It's just people sitting around, some with genuine opinions, some with genuine expertise, most of us with no idea what we're talking about. But just the idea of sitting around and having a bit of yammer. You know, I worship at the altar of sport, I must admit, and many people in this country do, and you know, as we see with the World Cup starting tonight, all around the place as well. So it's the idea that, you know, you get people together who are willing to have a go and have a bash at sport. You know, you celebrate great sport, but sport is just so full of so many, you know, egos that you can also, you know, we blow the balloon up and then we burst it whenever we can.
So because Australians are so passionate about our sporting culture, who do you find is the most inspiring Australian sports person?
Look, I'm big on Steve Waugh, not least because of his ability to, turn on the mental disintegration, i.e. sledging. And I learned that they're very, very rude at what they do, and Warney basically is, he just calls people clowns. Doesn't actually, it starts with C, but it's not clown.
Cartoons.
Yeah, funny clowns, and doesn't start with F either. That's apparently the level of the sledging. I'm not a huge fan of that kind of thing, but I just love Steve Waugh. That you see him go out to bat, and even if you're not a huge cricket fan, that steely determination and all that kind of cliche stuff is there, and I really admire that level of skill. But also, I think he's probably not the most naturally skilled player.
Sure.
But he's just
self-determination.
Self-determination. How about you?
Me,
you don't like sport, do you?
No, I do like sport. I was a bit of a sporto in my high school days when you were in that. I was a netballer.
Oh, yeah?
Bit of a netball career.
Bad for your knees, netball.
Very bad for knees.
Did you have any knee injuries?
I have high set patellas, so it's a bit of a high set patellas, high kneecaps. Come on, where's your biology?
Tell you what, I'm using that as a pickup line at the show. I tell you, you have what is it again?
High set patellas, kneecaps.
Right.
Anyway, enough about my sporting injuries.
All right. Okay.
I heard a funny story about one of your sporting injuries.
Oh yeah. What's that?
Well, I don't know. Tell me about it. Bit of a celebrity sporting match, perhaps.
No. I snapped my Achilles tendon. Is that the one you're talking about? And I did it on the Gabba. I really wanted have major injuries on every major sporting field in Australia. So I started off with the Gabba. But the weird and horrible thing was I was walking. I was thinking of running, but I didn't actually run, and I snapped my Achilles tendon. It's pathetic.
Walking onto the field?
No, I was out in the field. I was in a suit. I was doing a promo for the show, and I decided, because we were filming from the Gabba that night, and I said, welcome tonight from these seats we filled, and I thought, I'll go off and take a step and pretend I'm going to take a big screaming mark, and I took one step, and it just went bang, snap, and the next thing I was face down in the dirt. Which happens usually after a few drinks, but not before the show.
Very ceremonious.
Yeah. No, I do have some sporting skill.
Yeah, no doubt. So what's... No, I do. Closet sporting skills.
Boxing.
Yeah,
I got a boxing trophy. When I was 9, I won this boxing trophy, and the best thing was a little tiny, cup mounted, and I broke the base of it, and my father remounted the cup onto the lid of a Monteath can.
Hit him with the LP bow.
But I had it quicker than I am.
That's a shame. You're only boxing trophy and it gets smashed.
Yeah, no, actually, what it showed to me was that his passion for sport, i.e. that he needed to remount it and have it sitting up there in the thing, whereas I could have probably let it go. But since Dad wouldn't let it go, I've subsequently never let it go.
I wanted to know, you obviously have had a lot of exposure to some sports. So what's like the weirdest, worst sport you've ever seen?
Well, I love that one, the Afghanistan one, where they drag the sheep carcass around between horses. Well, it's
not a real spectator sport though, really, is it? Sort of blood and guts flying off from behind the horses.
And how is that not spectator sport? it seems weird. Eric Campbell, the ABC reporter, came back at when all the stuff was going on over there, and I guess that interest in what's going on in Afghanistan, and it was also featured, I think, in one of the Rocky movies from memory, or it might have been First Blood too. But just the bizarre ways and things that people call sport,
and get amused by.
Yeah, it is very weird. We must be very, easily bored people.
Which brings us back to television, really, doesn't it? Yeah, so, apart from obviously the fat and chaos TV, what do you think's lacking in Australian television at the moment?
Well, what's lacking in this room, obviously, is a spa bath and the ability to vote each other off.
You don't like reality TV?
No, I'm Big
this
Brother.
Survivor, is it?
No, Big Brother TV, that reality TV, which just is so bizarre and all-encompassing at the moment. And I find, I must admit, last time it was on, having spent a lot of years as a television critic, and honestly love television. I love it. If it's bad, I love it. If it's shocking, I like it even more.
Be great-tastic.
Yeah, I know it is good fun to watch that kind of stuff. But I got really into The Last Big Brother at the end, and I think it's the same thing. It's law of diminishing returns. When there's a lot of people in the room, it was kind of just interesting. As the psychological experiment becomes more intense as there's fewer people. So it's. Television at the moment, it's being done cheaply. Nobody's willing to spend any money. This kind of stuff, you don't have to pay for stars. You build them. You manufacture celebrity, which is what the current thing is at the moment, which I find a little bit dodgy. But still, that's what's happening in TV.
So what are your thoughts on this sort of TV environment where it's all community-based, sort of chaos, literally TV?
Oh, look, I think it's brilliant. I love the fact it's very much like the ABC, when there's technical problems and somebody comes in with a bike helmet and says, and then basically the solution is you forgot to press play and record at the same time.
It's all about timing.
It's about timing, isn't it? But it's the same thing at the ABC. I haven't seen a great deal of community TV. Just from the experience tonight is that the community is not just the community you serve, but the community that creates a piece of television. Wherever you work, I think the best thing is to create community. And the FAT is a really good community to work on. The people I work with, I love working with. We go out and have a drink, usually at the Shannon afterwards. And the same thing here. I get a sense that all these people working together to do something, and that's what it's all about. It's not just the community that you serve; it's the community that provides the service. Is really important.
Sure.
I love it. I'm never leaving.
We're stuck with him.
I got that sports segment.
We're going to quote you on that one. So you do your regular column with the Sydney Morning Herald, and you sort of originated in print journalism.
Yep.
How did you make the transition into TV?
Through radio, really, by you become an alleged expert on things. For me, it was television, so you're asked to go on radio to talk about it. And then there was the Race Around the World show on the ABC where, they went off and did those little things, and they all thought it was about them, I thought it was about me. But,
it was all about John Safran, actually.
Yeah, it was all about him, yeah, exactly. But I just want to be loved, so I'd sit there and go, love at 16, hate at 16, and that's all that happened. But I did a few of those things, and then that moved on to... I did some Foxtel stuff, I did a show reviewing television there, which was live to air, which was good fun, and then basically got seen by a few people at the ABC, and we decided to try to put the FAT together. Sure.
So you're a bit of a hardcore critic, really, when it comes to TV, aren't you?
Oh, no, I'm not hardcore. I did a lot of it, but my view of television criticism is that it's really not as kind of vital as a service as your film or theatre. People pay a lot of money to go out and see theatre, even film. It's not it's not cheap. Whereas television, basically the best critic and reviewer is your remote control. So what I tried to do when I was writing criticism was to embrace TV as what I think is the most important tool of popular culture. And it's another little element of the party. It's in the corner of the room. Everybody's got it. Everybody's got an opinion on it. So essentially, you write about TV. You're writing about politics. You're writing about sport. You're writing about everything. So it's just an excuse to really have a bash out. Get your opinions out there in paper.
So what would your advice be to people sort of in community TV and in chaos? How do you go about getting into TV?
Well, you've done very well just, pushing, getting in there. Go to the ABC, look, you all have jobs after next Monday night.
You're getting yourself into so much trouble here tonight.
Note to self, you must not promise the world. What do? You pursue what you enjoy, I think. If you enjoy this, it's the same thing about the censor community. I think you find your strengths, and usually your strengths are the things that you enjoy talking about or doing, and you just stick at it and push really, really hard. It's a tough industry. There are more things going on at the moment. Given if you've got any interest in sport, there are 485 AFL shows on cable TV at the moment. And 2 of them are good. So there seems to be. There are opportunities. I think there are gigs out there for all levels of production and on-air stuff. So, look, it's just a matter of push hard.
Carve out your little niche.
Yeah.
Find your opinions on things and go hard.
Or just make the opinions up.
Is that what you're doing?
I'm a very, very shallow man.
Well, you'll see more of Tony Squires if you tune in to The Fat on Monday night, 9:30, a whole hour of sport-tastic fun, and we'll be there.
Sportastic fun.
Did you like that?
I'm using that on
Yeah,
Monday.
please do.
Sportastic.
You and your hypertellers and your sportastic fun and you'll be sorted.
Those hypertellers are going to work for me later on tonight at the Shannon.
Well, thanks very much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
We might see you at the Shannon later eating your Maryland chicken. You never know.
I'll be there.
You'll be there. Super. And thanks for coming in. Yeah, and we'll see you on Monday with the Fat.
Okay. Mike
Great.
having shadow on your face by doing that.
You can do little rabbits or something if you like.
How exciting.
All right. Next up, we've got panel beaters.
Panel Beaters. I'm Lewis, and I have a number of guests with me tonight on Panel Beaters. First of all, Leisle, Helen. By the way, you can clap them if you want, whatever. I should just mention, if you want to give us a call, 96982968, just give us a call, complain about the program. We're happy to receive your calls.
Complain about Lewis.
Donations. Sounds like we're on a telethon tonight.
Yeah, telethon. Also, there's a competition coming up later on where you can win a date with me. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. That's
right in for that
I look forward to. Settle down, girls.
It'll be fabulous. It'll be something.
Okay, so tonight, leave the gags to me. Tonight, I thought we'd talk about Botox surgery.
Botox?
Yes, Botox. That was the surprise topic.
Okay, I'm familiar with
rehearsed
Botox.
topic as impromptu. Elle, you've had a lot of experience with Botox, haven't you?
I'm afraid I've got absolutely no idea what you're talking. The only Botox I know is a beef. It's some sort of beef substitute that you put in soup or something.
It's Oxo, isn't it?
That's
no,
Oxo.
there's a Botox. I think my boss jinxed it.
Oxo. Bonox.
Bonox.
It's a Bonox. Thank you.
That was rehearsed. Did you like that one? Leisle, do you have any opinions about Botox surgery or Bonox, whatever?
I actually think it's really funny that people are like injecting their heads with stuff because
I'm
just
like,
I'm sorry, I know. No, right, because it's like really hilarious.
waiting,
Because
we're
now they've got no features at all. They can't do anything. They're just standing. Hi, I'm Leisle.
Yeah,
She's just cleaning now. And they do like these daytime shows, and like it's unreal because they're supposed to look serious, and this is their serious face. And then they're supposed to look happy, and this is their happy face.
No, that's American. That's American soaps that you're talking
Great!
about.
I love it. No, it's great.
not
Yeah, more
Botox.
frozen features. I think it's fabulous.
Isn't it their 5 minutes of fame? They're not good looking enough to get on television, full stop. So they go, oh, I'm ugly. Oh, I'm going to inject myself with needles. Ah, I'm still ugly.
That's
No, but they
acupuncture.
do it even like,
That's acupuncture.
what's her name now? Like Cher. Like Cher's got, like she's like 70 now, isn't she? Like she's ancient as hills.
Yeah.
And yet she's got no wrinkles, but she can't do anything anymore. Like her face is stuck in the one expression.
But more importantly, is it
isn't it?
Cher or is it Sure?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's the real
Cher.
question.
Cher.
We'll go with Cher.
Depends where you come from, really.
Elle, alright. You know what we're talking about now, Elle?
I do.
Do you have an opinion or experience?
No. Well,
You're frowning, so that's probably a no.
Well, I think it's all a bit. I mean, I haven't really heard about it in the media lately. I do remember hearing something on Nova or something about that. But no, I mean, I don't really know what the point about it is. I mean, is it?
Well, I think the point is that you get these injections and they numb your facial muscles,
right?
And
so
thereby they numb it. Thereby you don't accumulate wrinkles, and therefore you have a younger looking appearance.
Why don't they just get the facelift when they need it?
No, well, it's actually it's a bovine toxin, and it's a tranquilizer. And what it does is actually freezes your muscles so that you can't make that expression anymore. See that expression you're making now?
I like it. That's character.
I think it's great. Like, I mean, why wouldn't you have expressions in your face?
Having too much money.
Too much
The
money.
plastic surgery takes too long. You've got to go on a holiday to Europe after your plastic surgery.
This is
Here you
true.
can continue
And it
on.
only lasts 10 years, whereas like they can have Botox parties now. Have you heard of those?
Yeah, I've heard.
Whereas like you drop around to somebody's face and they inject their head with Botox.
Whatever happened to Tupperware parties?
Exactly, yeah.
Botox.
But just
It's
say that
outrageous.
it's extensive research, and their extensive research has gone 20 years. So next week, people's faces are going to start falling off.
I think they're
Because
probably
20 years of experience of injecting people in the face has obviously given them ground to say, yes, this is safe.
Well, they thought the silicone breast was safe too until they all started leaking
Everything's
and everybody was
safe.
getting cancer and.
Why can't they
You
put
know?
some sort of, I don't know, there must be some sort of cream or something that can stop
Oil of you then. What's the problem?
Why don't you just enjoy the age that you are? You get the wrinkles because you're mature and you're supposed to then have life experience.
When was the last time you lied about your age?
It depends. You
Come
talk
on,
to my agent.
come on, yeah. You know, ask your
not
agent.
really
How old
old
are you
enough to-
really?
No, I'm not
Start
too much,
doing that
I
stuff,
don't
yeah.
care.
Why would you?
I'm 32.
My mum's
by
a
the way.
real, my
I'm
mum's
32
really
and I'm
bad like
fabulous.
that.
No, sorry.
So maybe it's just a fascination with injecting. Everyone's injecting these days. That's why we've got the dogs out there, because everyone's just obsessed with injecting. Maybe it's not about the Botox. Maybe it's not about heroin. It's just the
just about
fascination
needles.
with needles.
Maybe.
And see, that's where the plastic surgery, the scalpel's not as fascinating. Perhaps maybe that's what it is.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's just not enough, just the cut. Maybe what they need is the thrust.
Because you do get left with
The
the scar
cut-
here or there with the facelift or whatever. So it's, I mean, they've gone to the other extreme. That they're, 1 minute they're sort of got these little nips and tucks and things, and now they're. Oh, I think the whole thing's outrageous.
Well, maybe they're getting the plastic surgery first, then they're injecting the Botox to ensure that the plastic surgery
Surgery stays
doesn't
in
have to be
place,
repeated.
yeah,
Maybe
wow.
it's such a horrendous, surgery that they go, oh, inject me with Botox. I don't want to have to go through that again.
I wonder if Tony Squires has ever considered Botox.
Oh, look, he's reeking of Botox. You can
Oh,
tell.
how rude!
Oh, he's still here. Oh,
She's really
Lovely
saying
guy,
he's
lovely
gorgeous and he hasn't got a wrinkle to him.
oh. Did we mention you can see Tony on the fat? Yeah. Great guy, wasn't he? Yeah, it's great of you coming in.
Fantastic show.
Anyway, on to our next subject. Going from Botox, I thought this sort of works in well. Euthanasia.
From age to death. We do everything here, cradle to grave.
Yes. So euthanasia.
And the injecting in between.
Are you a fan of euthanasia? Or?
Well, look, this week has really actually made me thinking about that.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
Oh, no, I know. The noise is terrible. But no, I've really, I think I used to be sort of all for someone with terminal illness to choose that. But on the same token, I've also thought that, there is always life and there are always someone else, there's always joy in the world. And no matter how bad you feel, I think what tends to happen when a person becomes terminally ill is they become quite self-obsessed, and, for obvious reasons. But, there's a lot of people loving them and communication, if they can still communicate with people. I think that's part of life, and that's sort of really the essence of life. And therefore, I have trouble with that. I mean,
even if their communications.
Well, and they can also be quite drugged up, so they may not be able to communicate. So,
back to the needles.
Yeah, back to the needles. But on the other side of things, this woman that. This woman that ended up not actually having cancer at all.
But so what if she didn't
Leisle.
have cancer? She'd gone down to 27 kilos. She only had half her bowel left. Now this is quite a serious thing because she only had half her bowel left and she had no quality of life. You're shitting into a bag, guys. I mean, what? And you've done it all. Like, she's 70 years of age, she had a beautiful family, and she said that's it. And it should be her right to choose, and that's what I think. Your right to choose. Your body, your choice.
So pro-choice. Helen, what do you think?
It's a very, very tough issue, I think. It's not very cut and dried. I mean, I think, yeah, at times there, you know, if I was that age, I would like to end it all. But then there's sort of the problem of whether or not they actually really know what they want, and whether or not, you know, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen when my mother turns 80, but I don't know if I want to see her like that and things like that. But at the same time, there's also the sort of thing of, well, we can, you know, make her think that she doesn't want to live anymore. We can make her think all these sorts of things. And
just because you're old doesn't mean you're stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're suffering from a, you know, dementia and all this sort of stuff, you don't really know what you want. I mean,
so what you're trying to say is it opens, if we're talking about legalising euthanasia in certain circumstances, then it opens the door for the abuse of that. Yes. Because you can then, if someone's ill, you can then encourage them perhaps into euthanasia for monetary gain, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think the Australian government is pretty good with all of this.
Australian government good in the one sentence? I
think they do listen to the people.
They listen to the people? Good, and keep going.
The people on the North Shore, perhaps, not the people in Redfern.
The people who live on the North Shore.
Look, there's masses. You gotta, you know, go with the mass. But I mean, I do think that the way they do that when they do it in the hospital, you know, there's a million questions. There's a psychologist and that sort of thing. And I think if they do it the right way, well, you know, it is their choice. But on the other side, you know, that's quite clinical, and it's not really the best way to end your life as well. So.
And all they can do then is refuse treatment, which then means that the people end up getting sick and getting a lot more pain. And that's all you can do then is refuse treatment.
It's also become a big issue because of the fact that we've got an ageing population. So, I mean, in a few years' time, it might be a great thing, you know, if all these thousands of people over the age of 60 say, yes, I want to die, we go, good. Okay, we haven't got enough room for you anyway. I mean, there's...
we haven't got enough room for these baby boomers as it is. Let's knock them all off now.
There's too many of them, let's get rid of them. If you want to die, go. We had enough with building retirement villages, you know, like, no.
But I think also you need to consider it is illegal to help someone, to aid someone to commit suicide,
or even be there.
Or be there.
Accessory.
Now, what's happened with this whole instance, is that a bunch of people made a statement by being in the room with someone who wanted to commit suicide, thereby
and there were so many of them, you can't really charge all of them.
So well, the question is that right? Is that a good way, or how do we feel about people making that statement in that way?
Well, they're obviously hurting a lot, I think. I mean, and I think they wanted to respect that lady's wishes.
And she shouldn't have to die alone just because she's sick.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have to die alone.
Yeah.
Because she's chosen to end her life. That was her choice. She was going to die anyway, man.
Yeah, I mean that's the
but
crux
then,
of it.
But was she going to die? Didn't they
Yeah,
find afterwards
they
that
found
it was
that she
not
had no cancer, but she'd already had 2 cancer operations, and she only had half her bowel left, and she'd gone from 65 kilos to 27 kilos.
You've got no immune system left with that
She
sort of
had
weight.
yeah,
quality of life.
Yeah.
You know, that's the question, quality of life. But, you know, I wouldn't like to decide that I was going to end it all. I don't think I would do that anyway, but wouldn't want to decide I would. Yeah, but, you know, and then you turn around and go, oh, you know, well, we've found a cure to this disease and we've done this and that, but, you know.
Yeah, well, I think that's when
the cure is worse than the problem anyway. I mean, look at cancer.
Aren't we all going to live to be 110 or something, they're saying now? A child who's born this week is going to live to be 100 and things like that. I always wanted to live to be 110 and see the tricentennial.
Oh, God, I couldn't
I'd be one of those really old people.
Okay, I don't think anyone wants to see you live to be 110. On that note, let's line up the panel leaders for tonight. Thanks to our guests for being here. And also, just a little note, give us a call, 9698 2968, and vent your views. We've got a swarm of people willing to answer the phone and hear your opinion. Elle will be answering the phones, and Tony's going to be there as well.
Ellie on the telly.
Ellie on the telly. Okay, right now, we're going to the next segment, which is none other than Ben with the sports segment.
Good evening, and welcome to the maiden debut episode of The Sport Reports. Yes! before I go any further, I'd like to please give a warm chaos welcome to our debutante, for, like, first ever time at CTV1 in front of the camera. Please welcome Carli, my co-host. Before any further, Carli, tell us a bit about yourself. What's your background in sport? People might not know.
I'm actually a swimming teacher, so that's my main interest at the moment. Although I've played netball all my life, so that's my real passion in sport.
Glad to see. Well, we haven't got any netball news this week, but that will change in weeks to come. Every week what we're going to do is talk about the latest results, latest scores, the controversies surrounding the world of sport. As Tony mentioned, there's so much to talk about, but we've only got a limited amount of time. So this time around, we're going to talk about, of course, the World Cup is here. Oh yeah! It's as we speak right now. France and Senegal are playing in is it Japan, Korea?
It's in Seoul, Korea.
Seoul, Korea. There's been a lot of news too, a lot of controversy leading up. Of course, everyone's heard about Roy Keane, the Irish star from Manchester United, who's out of the Irish side because of a dispute with his manager. Of course, David Beckham's been in an injury cloud, but everything seems to be okay now. In England, hopes have been lifted, and England's prayers have been answered. By God, there you go. I think the Argentinians, their country are telling them, we'll win the World Cup or we will kill you. You know, the Italians are in the chance. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching the Cameroons and Nigerians play. How about yourself? Have you got any picks or favourites?
Well, actually, I'm not a real soccer fan, and I don't follow it all the time. But it's amazing how much hype and promotion and everything can do, because I'm actually really looking forward to this World Cup, watching the games and getting into it. So I've got no actual teams that I'm following. I wish Australia were there, but.
Yeah, all the hype and all the marketing, all that. Like, apparently the Koreans have got this sort of like, they're using the World Cup in many ways to promote the country, but of all the things, they're also promoting the benefits of a controversial thing, trying to show like the dog meat is okay to eat. Apparently, because dog is a cultural delicacy over there, and there's been a bit of, true, believe it or not. And the rest of the world are thinking, how could you do this? This is so inhumane and cruel, like how the Japanese eat whale meat. And I'm just wondering how the rest of the world will react to that. I thought of eating my pet dog, thinking, no, Tully, no, can't do that.
I know, but that's just like a little offset thing. I mean, the soccer's really what's most important, isn't it?
So, other things to mention, I suppose, would be, I think France personally will win it back to back.
Defending champions.
Yeah. Zinedine Zidane is not playing tonight because he got a cork thigh injury, but he'll be back for the next match. Most expensive player in the world.
We've got to mention the new ball. The new ball
yes, Adidas have made this aerodynamic ball, which David Beckham showed to a media conference, which apparently is designed to spin like in a certain direction, which goes a lot faster, and make television and watching the game more entertaining. So if it's good for the game, great.
Well, I think it's good because, like I said, I've never really been really interested in it before. But if there's more goals being scored, then I'm definitely going to sit down and have a bit of a watch.
I think we're all used to the high scoring of Aussie rules in rugby league in this country and Union and the other games we watch. So I think teams to watch: Argentina, in my opinion, that is Italy, Brazil, France, Cameroon, Nigeria, Brazil. Who else did I mention them? Yeah. Poland, yes. A whole lot of things to go on to. Should we move on to other sports?
So,
yeah. Going on in brief to other topics. Good luck to the Blues for the State of Origin on the weekend. Yes. New South Wales. I'm just hoping Bill Harrigan gets out of the cauldron alive after what he's been through. Apparently the Queenslanders want him dead because of what happened to Tallis in the last Origin. The Swans and Collingwood tomorrow night. Sydney, pressure on the boys again. I'm just hoping if the boys just learn to kick straight and use the ball properly, they'll go there.
And they have to win as well to stay with close to that top 8.
Yes. Other rugby league news. Apparently, John Singleton's really pushing for the Central Coast Bears as of today, to all the NRL clubs to get them into the competition. And also, something else with Kathy Freeman. You have
yes. Unfortunately, as we probably all know, Kathy Freeman's had to pull out of the Commonwealth Games because of her very ill husband, who's got some cancerous tumour in his throat. So we wish them the best, and hopefully he's got a bit of a speedy recovery. And hopefully she'll get back on the running track soon after, of course, she's spent time with him.
It's quite sad, really. Wish Kathy Freeman and her husband all the best, and I hope to see her on the track soon, and hope her husband gets better. Champion athlete, great woman. Finally, I'll wrap up with giving some French Open results, latest results. Carlos Moya beat Mark Philippoussis, the Scud's out. Amelie Mauresmo, what is her name? Did I pronounce that right? Sorry, beat Nicole Pratt. Leighton Hewitt through to Andrei Stolarov of Russia. Yeah, did that one right, didn't I? And Venus Williams beat someone from somewhere I couldn't tell the name. So she always wins anyway. That's the sport report for tonight. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon. Thanks very much, Carli.
Thank you,
Big round of applause, Carli. First time on camera. Over to Lewis. Ben, sorry.
Is your name on? I was just wondering if your name was Lewis. Are you Lewis?
Lewis.
Lewis?
Not a bad name, Lewis. Yeah.
Gets a bit exciting.
Okay, this one's called You Only See.
Sanctuary, yeah. Look at the world moves with hysteria. Still here we are. Oh, yeah. Here we are. Still here we
Thanks, guys.
Very much. That was the house band.
Ooh, they were fabulous.
And what are they called?
Yeah, they were fabulous.
Are they fabulous, are they?
They are
Oh.
fabulous.
This is what we call the end of the show. This is where we conclude the program as you know it. Finito, the end, cut. That's it. However, I did mention earlier on the competition. The competition for a date with me. You get to pay though. I'll turn up, I promise. Just give me a call, 9698 2968, and we'll take the third caller in. We'll take.
You can take a couple. There's enough to go around. The big man can do it all.
I can fit someone in at 9:30 and then someone else at 10:30. So maybe we can
Yeah,
do
it'll be quick.
the third and the fourth
It'll
call.
be
How about that? Give us a call 9698 2968 or email us at Community Television. That's a double M in community. It's Redfern. Come on. I don't mean. I'm a very community-minded person. You know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. You know.
No, really, he's fabulous. But he'll be at the Shannon later. And just because we've done such a good sporting
I'll be at
segment this time, I just thought I'd mention that they've got the World Soccer. Oh, well, what is it? World Soccer Cup.
Competition.
You know, something to do with balls going around. They've got it at the Shannon. So go there, watch it live, have a couple of drinks. You know, it'll be beautiful.
Selling them here. You're selling
And then
them.
you can have lamb cutlets for only $6.50 or $8.50.
$6.50?
And that'll be with a schooner or a glass of wine.
Oh, wow.
Especially for you.
Excellent. That's the Shannon Hotel. Where we're going after this show. We'll be down there about. We'll normally be down there about 10 o'clock.
We'll
We
be
had a
down
few
there now.
technical difficulties, so we'll be down there at about 11 tonight. So come on down. I can only stay for a short period of time, so hurry up.
Yeah,
of course, there'll be other people there.
Rushing as we speak, sweetie.
There will be other people that they could talk to,
Yeah.
but obviously
Yeah, well,
I'm
you
the
know.
big owner.
Yeah, huge stories, baby. Sorry.
So that's been cast for another. We mentioned the website. We've got the phone number, or you can write us a letter.
Or you can watch us next week.
Box BO1, 55 McKell Street.
Do you want to spell box?
No, I was just thinking
Just in
that
case.
it might be the more difficult option of the three. But yeah, give it a go. Give it a go.
Walker Street.
Box
Walker
BO1,
Street,
55 Walker Street, Redfern, or just ring us. 9698 2968. Shannon Hotel, Chaos, Community, Redfern. I think we said it all.
We have.
Let's go now. No, I'd just like to thank Tony once again for coming in.
Oh, thanks, Tony, you're great. And you've been fabulous.
And seeing, I hope that he's got some sort of insight into what real television's all about. And I think we've given him a pretty good show. And hopefully he'll be able to pick up a few pointers from me on the fat on
Maybe he'll even
ABC.
have us on his show next time.
They'll have to book like anybody else. Man. Third caller, Tony, alright, mate? 9698 Okay, that's been Chaos for another week. You can see us again, same channel, same time. Friday.
We'll
at
be there.
9:30. Well, depending. We're going to channel 31, but
And we'll be fabulous.
we'll be fabulous. Thanks very much. That's been Chaos TV for another week.